Hello. Students, good afternoon. Am I audible?
Good afternoon, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay. See, students, screen is visible to you.
Yes, sir.
Still few students have joined. Just call them to join the class. We can wait for 2-3 minutes. Just call your peers to join the class. Okay, students, we will start the class now. Again, I ask you, my voice is audible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, screen is visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So today we will start off with the 4th unit, ground wave propagation. It's a ground wave propagation. So waves which propagates in the space, it is related to waves which propagates in the space, it is related to radio waves. Screen is visible to everyone. Hello.
Sir, screen पूरी green हो गई है.
Hold for a moment. I will share it again. No, it's visible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This equation, first equation, we have studied various times. You can write xt, you can write st. AT stands for amplitude. AT stands for amplitude. Sine omega t plus phi t. Phi t stands for the phase difference. Omega t is 2 pi ft. So this is the sinusoidal wave. We assume that radio waves are such kind of waves which shows its amplitude and phase or frequency. Electromagnetic waves, oscillations which propagate through free space. We know that in free space, all of you are attending the class on your mobile also. So this is only possible because there is an oscillation of the waves in the free space. Normally, we will say that these waves travel in the space with the speed of light. So that is 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second. So there are the transverse waves. You know that transverse waves which are perpendicular to each other. So which are perpendicular to the direction of the propagation. There is in a two fields because it is electromagnetic. Radio waves are also known as electromagnetic. Electric and magnetic field, that's why it is written. Electric field and magnetic field, which are perpendicular to the direction of propagation, also mutually perpendicular. Electric and magnetic fields are perpendicular to each other and which are also perpendicular to the direction of propagation. See, here you can clearly understood that this is the electric field in blue color. In other color, there is a magnetic field. So waves are traveling in this way. So this is basically, we have shown the three-dimensional figure. So this is the way how it propagates. So to understand this, we know its various parameters. There is a frequency, wavelength. So C is equals to mu lambda. We are studying this equation since from our +1 or +2. C is equals to mu lambda. So lambda can be said as C by mu. Mu is frequency. So here I have denoted the frequency as F. C is velocity of light. So if we want to compute the wavelength lambda, then if we know the frequency, we can easily compute the wavelength. C is equals to lambda V mu or F, whatever you can write. Wavelength, the distance from for wave theory, we must be aware of these parameters. So velocity of light, we know that it can be said as wavelength into frequency. Wavelength into C is equals to mu lambda, or lambda is equals to C by mu or C by F. So it can be defined in a form of meter per second or miles per second. In mile per second, its value is different. Wavelength, distance from one wave peak to the next wave. If we'll say that this is the peak of one wave, here it is completed, this is the peak of next wave. So here it can be said as crest to crest. In the figure, you can also see that this is a crest, one crest, this is the another crest. So this can be said as wavelength. the number of peaks passing a fixed point in a space per unit time. Or from the nth standard, we are understanding the frequency, number of oscillations per second. Number of oscillations per second. Can anybody let me know that what is the frequency band has been used by the Airtel? Anybody is aware of it? You have already studied the mobile communication, I guess. अच्छा, एक तो ये तो सुना होगा कि there is one is in a 900 gigahertz band, a megahertz band, and 1800 megahertz band. What exactly is and what are the problems in and what are the advantages of these? Because this is related to frequency. Have you noted that earlier you were using the mobile phones of Hutch, and normally students say that there is a problem in the coverage because its band was 1800 gigahertz, and for that this Airtel is using 900 gigahertz. Frequency, number of oscillations per second. In 1 second, how many oscillations are there? So if number of oscillations is more, so there will be chances to get the signal distortion after some time is more. So that's why if to cover a particular area, the provider who is using 900 gigahertz and provider who is using 1800 gigahertz, so 1800 gigahertz provider require more BTS in comparison to the 900 gigahertz provider. So this is related to the frequency. Electromagnetic radiation, power escaping into space is said to be radiated and is governed by the characteristics of free space. So whatever the signal you are sending in the space, it has some power in it. Space that does not interpret with the normal radiation propagation of the radio waves means there is no interference in these waves. That space is said to be free space. It does not have magnetic or gravitational fields, solids, bodies, or ionized particles, because if there is any magnetic effect is there, it may impact your signal, whatever is being transmitted in the free space. Or if there is any strong gravitational field, it may also impact the signal. Isotropic source. This we have already studied while during the basic classes of antenna. Isotropic source which radiates signal in all directions, and signal strength should be equal in all directions in case of isotropic. Isotropic medium in which velocity of radiation is constant at all points. So we assume that this is constant at all points, but practically it is not feasible. Not a single source is isotropic. Electromagnetic radiations. Here one figure has been shown. This is the area. This is the road. So everything in this earth has impact of the radiations. You can see that. Sun is radiating energy to everywhere. Buildings. This is a built-up area. Road. Bare road. This is the grass. There is a water. There is a forest. And all the signals can be transmitted to the satellite. This is through free space. A radio spectrum. You have to plan this spectrum, it may be useful to understand the concept in a better way, because we classify very low frequency, medium frequency, high frequency, very high frequency, ultra high frequency, super high frequency, extra high frequency, ultraviolet light. So for the transmission, we earlier, if you do remember that those who had used the landline phones at their home, earlier there was a cable which was used, that was twisted pair. Twisted pair is being replaced by the coaxial cable. All of you are using in the telephone cables also, or TV cables also. Then there is an optical transmission. So VLF, its frequency range has been shown 300 hertz to 30 kilohertz, and up to 10 kilohertz, 10 kilometer it can work. Low frequency, so in between 30 kilohertz to 3 megahertz. One chart is also has been given for you to better understanding of it. So this is basically a frequency allocation to a frequency band for named very low frequency, high frequency, medium frequency. You can also see it from the next figure. There is a gamma rays, ultraviolet rays, infrared waves, microwaves, radio waves. So gamma rays as wavelength this, X rays as wavelength this, and you can check that radio waves has wavelength in between 10 raised to power minus 2 to 10 raised to power. So from this chart, if something is not much clear, to understand it in the better way, it has been given in the tabular form. 30 to 300 hertz, extremely low frequency. 300 to 3000 hertz means 3 kilohertz. And 3 to, so this chart you can go through, you can find out. No, because signal is being transmitted in the free space, what impacts are there? Scattering or reflection. In the absence of particles and scattering, the sky would appear black. If particles are not there, it will appear black. At sunrise and sunset, the sunlight travels a longer distance through atmosphere. You have noted that in this diagram also. Sunlight, it is traveling to almost all the objects. Forest. Here, water is shown in the blue color. Means this water may be in form of pond, may be in form of river, may be in form of lake, may be in form of sea. It is traveling to it. Grass in the field, it is also traveling to it. If there is any trees in the field, that is also traveling to it. Any road is there, it will also there. Bare soil means grass is cultivated. Here nothing is being cultivated. It will also travel to the bare soil also. A road also. So house is small, well constructed house. So sunlight travels each and everything. So that's why if you towards each and everything. So here you can see, in the absence of particles and scattering, the sky would appear black. At sunrise and sunset, the sunlight travels a longer distance through the atmosphere with the longer path. So it means scattering effect is there because it is traveling a longer path, and absorption of short, which is shown in blue color, which is being absorbed by the environment. We can only see the longer wavelengths of light, that is red and orange. So sunlight it has been shown in three colors: blue, green, and red. Blue, we said that it is of shorter wavelength and it will observe in the way. It will not reach to the earth. Whatever the radiation or sunlight rays which have longer length, it has been shown with the red and green color. It will reach to the earth. So that has been shown in the red and green color. This is for the sunrise. This has been shown during the sunset. Reflection, it is also said to be scattering. Radio waves may be reflected from various substances, because here we have to talk about the radio waves. They meet during the travel between the transmitting and receiving sites. So day one, we have started with the antenna. I told you that there is a communication system. Communication system is composed of receiver, transmitter, and transmitting media. Transmitting media may be wired or wireless, may be guided or unguided. But presently in this technological era, we all are preferring wireless, unguided media. So media is unguided. At the transmission and the receiving end, there are the antennas. So antennas are sending the signals, transmitting the signals. One antenna is transmitting the signal and other antenna is receiving the signals. So that's why it is written travel between the transmitting and receiving sites. So one antenna is transmitting the signal, another is receiving the signal. So even how much signal is being reflected, it also depends upon the material. All of you are aware about this fact that during the summer, when there is a peak summer, people are advised not to wear black clothes while they go in the market during the peak summer time. Why? Anybody can let me know? Students, am I audible to everyone?
सब ब्लैक कलर अब्सॉर्ब करता है हीट को ज्यादा as compared to white.
Very true. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So that's why material. So which material you are also using it. So if there is in a black color, it will reflect small things. There is in a very small reflection, negligible reflection. It will absorb most of the things. Smooth metal surface of good electrical conductivity are efficient reflectors of radio waves. So normally we use the smooth surfaces, polished surfaces, where the reflection may occur. So for every transmission, every transmission antenna is required. It depends upon your application, what type of the antenna, as we have already discussed in detail in the previous chapters, because we need a compact sized antenna which is capable to perform multi-functions as well as use coverage without distortion. So these are depending upon the parameters. So size of the antenna again depends upon their parameters. On basis of these parameters, it is being designed. Radio waves that keep their phase relationship after reflection normally produce a stronger signal at the receiving site. Even though reflection phenomena is also very important. Can all of you are studying the optical communication? Can anybody let me know the basic principle of the optical communication? Optical waves, anybody? Yes, Komal, am I audible? Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So basic principle of the optical is total internal reflection. That you have studied? Yes or no? Tanveer Singh, you are there? Tanveer Singh? I guess there is some network issue with him. Anyway, total internal reflection. So it means reflection normally produces stronger signal at the receiving side. So reflection also plays an important role. So it depends upon the signal is within phase, out of phase, either there is any fading effect, means fading is related to the signal strength. Either it's weak or strong. So fading is, normally we'll say that signal got weak, its strength got loosened. The shifting in phase relationship of reflected radio waves.
सर की आवाज नहीं आ रही.
Okay, अब आ रही है?
सर आवाज नहीं आ रही आपकी मुझे.
सिमर आपको आ रही है?
सर आ रही है आवाज.
कोमल थोड़ा सा नेटवर्क का थोड़ा सा ना अपनी पोजीशन मूव करके देखो बेटा.
सर एक मिनट का.
हाँ, पोजीशन मूव करके देखो आप अपनी. मैं इसलिए मोबाइल यूज करता हूँ, मोबाइल से ना चांसेस कम होते हैं कि आवाज ना जाए.
यस.
अब आ रही है बेटा?
सर एक मिनट हेडफोन.
हाँ जी, हाँ जी. अब देखो कोमल.
हाँ जी सर अभी आ रही है.
अब आ रही है ना? वो बस वो किसी टाइम पे ना यही तो है, यही तो हम समझा रहे हैं, फ्री स्पेस में सिग्नल. आज यही तो हमारा टॉपिक है. इंटरफेरेंस होती है ना.
यस सर.
You have to keep on change, or you have to find your optimal position to sit. Right?
Yes.
Okay. This is about the reflection. When radio waves are reflected from flat surfaces. So again, reflection may be various types, either from the polished surface, rough surface, flat surfaces. So what is the impact when it is being reflected from the flat surfaces? Phase shift in the alteration of the waves occurs. So it means some phase has been shifted, because wave has how many parameters? One is in an amplitude, another is in a frequency or time, you can say, because time and frequency are inversely proportional to each other. And third one is a phase. So if there is any impact over anywhere, so you will see that you will see that there is a flat surface. It also shows some phase shift. Likewise, Earth's surface. We will discuss this in detail about the Earth's surface. It also has impact. There is an alteration of, it has been simply shows that one is in a waveform as A and another is a waveform as B, or the phase shift occurs. So you understand the point that reflection also can vary the parameters of the wave, maybe in form of amplitude, maybe in form of its frequency, maybe in form of phase. So effects of the Earth's atmosphere on radio waves. This is important. It can be, as it is asked for the 2 marks, the effects of the Earth's atmosphere on radio waves. As we know that while we have to send the signal, it has to be transmitted from one antenna, which has to travel in the space and reach to the receiving antenna. So, which is traveling in the space? Radio waves. Radio waves are traveling in the space. So there is an Earth's atmosphere. Earth's atmosphere can also impact to these waves while they are traveling in the space. This is also an important point. There may be some influence can be exerted by the Earth's atmosphere on the radio waves. So there should be a complicate what at first seemed to be relatively simply problem. These complications are because of lack of uniformity within the Earth's atmosphere. So very true. Presently, we are in India. If your relatives are in Canada or Australia or UK, you can ask them. There will be a different weather. So atmospheric conditions, because if we have to transmit the signal, waves has to travel in the space, either through satellite, because long wave communication is not possible without satellite communication. So There is a complication because of non-uniformity of the Earth's atmosphere. One point you might have to remember. Apart from this, in the hilly area, there will be a different problems because huge mountains are there, which also make impact on it, as well as I told you that in India, in comparison to UK, USA, Australia, Canada, you can all check that if here is in a day, there will be a night. So this difference is there, but wave which is traveling in the free space and transmitted from the transmitting antenna has to reach to the receiving antenna. Doesn't know that. So these are the points where it may impact. So normally we separate the Earth's region or layers in the form of troposphere, stratosphere, and ionosphere. I repeat, troposphere, stratosphere, and ionosphere. Troposphere. Portion of the Earth's atmosphere that extends from the surface of Earth to the height of about 3.7 miles, 6 kilometers at the North Pole, or the South Pole at 11.2 miles, 18 kilometers at the equator. So this you have to remember, because there is a value has been given. How far it is from the North Pole? We'll say 9 kilometers from the North Pole and 18 kilometers from the South Pole. So if geographically, we'll see most of the weather phenomena takes place because of this troposphere zone. Here temperature decreases with respect to altitude. Clouds are there, and if there is a temperature variation, some turbulence may get created. Turbulence may be in the form of anything, storms, thundering light during the rainy day. There is a great effect on the propagation of the radio waves. Stratosphere. It is located between the troposphere and the ionosphere. First layer is troposphere, then there is a stratosphere, which is in between the troposphere and ionosphere. You can also say that it is sandwiched between the troposphere and ionosphere. Here temperature is remain constant, but some water vapors are present. It does not give much impact on the radio waves because there is a very little or no temperature changes. Ionosphere. So upward, extends upward 50 kilometer to a height about 402 kilometer. Six kilometer or 18 kilometer. So it would be the innermost region. Troposphere will be the innermost. Stratosphere will be the in between, and ionosphere is the uppermost. It contains 4 cloud-like layers of electrically charged ions. Ionosphere has a very vital role in our free space communication. We will study this in detail because it plays very important role while we have to transmit the signal to at the longer distances. Propagation of EM waves or radio waves between transmitter and receivers are controlled by transmitting antenna. So what are the strength you are sending of the signal? If you want to send it to the longer distance, signal strength should be huge. For the smaller distance, it may be less. So transmitter antenna also plays vital role. Then there is an operating frequency. And next is you are sending the signal from transmitting to receiver, transmitter to receiver. So what is the medium in between these two? EM waves radiated by the transmitting antenna is a transverse wave. Transverse wave, I have told you in the beginning that how it takes. Again, I will show you the pic just to recall that. So this is the way of propagation, electric and magnetic field, which are perpendicular to each other. And these are also perpendicular to the direction of propagation. Direction of propagation. You have to remember about the EM or the radio waves. Transfer waves moves. A part of the wave travels along or near the surface of Earth. This is said to be, which is near to the surface of Earth. It is said to be ground wave. Because EM wave is traveling in the space, which would be near to the surface of Earth. It is said to be ground waves. Neither follows the Earth nor moves towards the sky. So not at the Earth or not in the sky. In between, it is said to be space or tropospheric waves. And which is at extremely high distance, that is sky or ionospheric waves. Travel towards the sky and get reflected back to the receiver. Again, I repeat, ground wave, which is near to the ground, tropospheric waves, which is in between sky and the ground, and sky or ionospheric waves is traveling in the sky or propagating in the sky. Tropospheric waves is also known as space waves. Ground waves are useful. These are the frequency ranges I have told you that. These are useful for these very low frequency and medium frequency range. Space waves are useful up to 30 megahertz. You can check the chart what I have shared. I will share this PPT after the lecture with you. You can check out the chart. Skywave for the 3 to 30 megahertz. So for the long distance. Transmission or it is being transmitted. Electromagnetic energy travels from transmitting antenna to receiving antenna. We have already done various times. We know that whatever the signal is being transmitted, it is in a form of energy. Signal has some energy. So one is either ground wave or another is by sky wave, or there is also a tropospheric or space wave. We know that ground waves travels near the surface of Earth, and sky waves which moves in the sky. Surface waves reaching the receiving side by traveling along the surface of ground. Figure I will show you, number is not there. A surface wave can follow the contours of Earth. What exactly it is? So here you can see that this is along the surface of the Earth. This is said to be contour. This is said to be contour. This is the transmitting antenna. This is the receiving antenna. This is said to be curved form, said to be contour, because Earth is in a spherical form. Contours of Earth because of process of diffraction. When a surface wave meets an object and dimension of the object does not exceed its wavelength, wave tends to curve or bend around the object. You have seen in the diagram that signal is transmitted from the transmitting antenna and it is received at the receiver antenna along the surface of Earth, which is curved in shape, that is contoured in contour form. Because surface waves are passing around the ground, wave induces voltage in the Earth. As it is traveling near to the ground, so it may give some impact on the ground in a form of voltage. So if ground is there, it may also impact the original wave, or it may weak the original signal because some voltage has been induced on the surface. So this, as you have already done in the polarization, we have discussed in the horizontal polarization and vertical polarization. There is a vertical polarization. If it is horizontally polarized, parallel to the surface of Earth, there is a constant in contact with it. So, nutshell of all the points is that if the wave is traveling near to the surface of the Earth, so some disturbances is being created by the ground surface of the Earth, because signal is also inducing some voltage over there. Some signal will get weak. So in this way, surface wave may influence the surface waves may get influenced by the Earth's surface. Space wave. Signal what we have to send in every case, it is from transmitting antenna to the receiving antenna. and some reflected signal from the ground is also reached to the receiving antenna. So your receiving antenna should be in that range so that it should be able to, signal should be reached to it with minimum distortions. Because space waves, it means tropospheric region. When it is traveling through it, so our line of sight is not completely attained. There may be some attenuation, and it has been experimentally observed that 1/3 of the observation of this line of sight will be there. Space wave, in comparison to the surface waves, there would be little ground attenuation, and because why that is there, earth has its gravitational effect also. There may be a very small fading. There may be a direct path or ground reflected path. Signal will reach to a receiver, transmitter to receiver, either directly or by getting reflected from the Earth's surface. So if it is there through the Earth's surface, then there would be some phase difference may get occur. Due to this phase, because once you can understand that once we are sending the signal directly from the transmitter to the receiver antenna, and one it is through on reflection from the ground surface. From the ground surface, there is a much chances that signal may get faint or weak. Propagation modes. Ground wave propagation, tropospheric wave propagation, sky wave. And one we have added line of sight, what we can visualize till our sight. This is the frequency range has been shown. Surface wave for short distance, it is, if it is less than 500 kilohertz, then it is surface wave. 500 kilohertz to 1.5 megahertz surface wave for short distance. 1.5 to 30 megahertz ionospheric wave. Greater than 30 megahertz, that is line of sight. From this figure, you can visualize what are the effects. Radio waves, shadowing effect. Shadow may also get affected the reflection because some energy has been focused over there also. This is the scattering. Scattering has been shown. This is the reflection, and this is the diffraction. Mean just touched and after that moved away. Just touched and after that moved away. The scattering, it will not go behind this. It will get scattered from this point. Reflection, normally reflection, it obeys the Snell's law. Factor influencing EM wave propagation. What are the factors? One I have discussed with you, Earth's curvatures, curvature of the Earth. Earth's curvature or curvature of the Earth. So how it can make impact in terms of conductivity? Signal is because whatever the signal you are sending in the free space, it may have electric and magnetic field. So if there is an electric field, it means conductivity is there, permittivity is there, and magnetic field, it is related to the permeability. Hello, am I audible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Then frequency of operation. Obviously, strength of the signal depends upon its frequency. Polarization. Polarization is also a very, very important factor. Polarization, you know that it is very, very important factor. Height of transmitting antenna. If it is small, very large, or the height of antenna is according to your application. Height of antenna, transmitting antenna. Signal is transmitted from the transmitted antenna with what power? So transmitting power is also very important. Next, hindrance or obstacle in the path of signal which is being transmitted from the transmitted antenna and has to be received at the receiving antenna. So these signals and hindrance I have already told you. In metropolitan cities, these are in the form of skyscrapers. Skyscrapers we normally name the buildings which are very huge in height. In Hindi, we give them a name as Gaganchumbi Imarti. That is skyscrapers. So very huge buildings. Mountains, hills. So these plays important role in the propagation of the EM waves. Electrical characteristics of the atmosphere. We have classified the region into three categories: tropo, strato, and ionosphere. So each section has its own characteristics. Atmosphere has own characteristics in these sections. So because EM waves are traveling, electric and magnetic waves, so electrical characteristics of the atmosphere. Moisture content. Normally you have noted sometimes during the raining season, our mobile is not getting the signal as previously in the non-rainy days. So moisture also plays important role. Characteristics of the troposphere, then characteristics of the ionosphere. Earth's magnetic field. It is itself a topic in this unit, Earth's magnetic field. We will discuss it in the detail because Earth is itself is said to be a magnetic. It has its magnetic effect, its magnetic field is there. So wave is having magnetic component also. So Earth's magnetic field also play important role in its propagation. Refractive index. You know that refractive index. So refractive index of individual spheres also play important role. Distance. At what distance you want to transmit the signal. Roughness, surface is there. Type, either hilly, forest, sea or river. These all plays important role in influencing the EM wave propagation, ground wave propagation. We have already discussed transmitting antenna, receiving antenna. Signal is propagated. This is through line of sight. Focus on your screen. I will move the cursor. If signal, observe the cursor carefully. If the signal is like this on the ground, then this reaches to receiving antenna. Again, I repeat, focus on your screen. Signal is like striked on the ground and then it reaches to the receiving antenna. So this is also possible, that is reflection of the signal. Ground wave propagation follows the contour of the earth. Normally, if it is smaller distance, it follows the contour of the earth. So this is contour. I have already told you. Again, I am going to repeat it. This is said to be contour. So you can say that it is parallel to it. So this will become a contour. So that's why in the next line it is written, it can propagate in the considerable distances zone. Frequency range is given. Example is AM radio. You have already studied amplitude modulation. Ground wave. It propagates from transmitter to receiver. So gliding over the surface of the earth. On the surface of the earth. So that's why it is said to be ground wave. It exists when both transmitting and the receiving antennas are close to the earth's surface. When both are close to the surface of earth. In this diagram, you can observe that this is very close to the surface of earth. Very close to the surface of earth. Antennas are vertically polarized. It is of importance at medium frequency range, low frequency range. So this we have already discussed in the previously. What exactly is a ground wave? Requires relatively high transmitter power. You know that because if you want the signal of good strength, its transmitting power should be good. As it is very much close to that, so it is not much affected with the atmospheric conditions. Very much close to the earth, and signal has to be sent at the shorter distance, so it will not much affected by the atmospheric conditions. So its practical examples are ship-to-ship communication. Normally, one ship to another ship communication, those who are floating in the sea. Ship to shore, maritime mobile communication, radio navigation. So comparatively, distance is less. So for this purpose, we always prefer the vertically polarized antennas, because horizontal polarized antennas may get impacted by the Earth's surface. In continuation to the ground wave, so travel in contact with the Earth's surface, we know that because it is very much close to the Earth's surface. So we have understood the concept of reflection, refraction, diffraction, scattering. I've shown you in a form of figure. Scattering, reflection, diffraction. So here you can visualize from the figures also. So moving to the slide from where we have left. Transmitter and receiver, normally these are in a range of each other. On our frequency, most important thing is, if distance is increased, signal will fade it away. I'm using the word faded away, means it will not reach to the receiver end. Next is a tropospheric waves. Refraction it will use. Very high frequency communication over a long distance. So as the frequency is increased, banding along the surface of the Earth, it will have it's more chances to reach to the receiving antenna with good strength. Then there is a ionospheric, or it is also named as sky wave. Sky wave, I've told you that ionospheric, first one is in between there is a tropospheric, and highest one is ionospheric or ionosphere region. So here reflection property is used, reflected back to Earth by ionospheric region of the Earth atmosphere. Repeated reflections, because if reflections are there, because distance is huge, so only possible. So you can send, that's why it is written, you can send a signal of thousands of miles. Frequency used has been shown 30 megahertz. Sky waves are also called ionospheric waves. Upward directions, and refraction is used. Here signal can be propagated in the longer distance. High frequency, sky wave propagation. You can visualize the difference between these two diagrams. I will show you. Here you will see that signal is transmitted, it is directly received at the receiving antenna. In sky wave propagation, you can see. multiple fractions are there. Ionospheric, because antenna is installed on the ground surface. Transmitting antenna, ionospheric, reflected back, again reflected back to ionospheric, reflected back to Earth's surface, reflected back to ionospheric, then received at the receiving antenna. So ionosphere basically layer of the Earth atmosphere which contains high concentration of ions. That's why its name is ionosphere. High concentration of ions and free electrons, and is able to reflect radio waves. So it is reflecting the radio waves. It lies above the mesosphere and extend about 80 to 1000 kilometers above the Earth's surface. Range I've already told you. Signal reflected from the ionized. All of you are understanding what I'm telling to you?
Yes, sir.
Concepts is being understood to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Reflected from ionized layer of atmosphere back to the Earth. Signal can travel in number of hoops. Why it is said to be hoops? See, jumping back and forth. This is basically hope is being created, jumping back and forth. This is the way of the propagation. Reflection effect caused by refraction. Its examples are amateur radio. It is also known as ham radio, used for non-commercial two-way radio communication. Used for non-commercial. CB radio, citizen band radio. It is also known as CB radio. Is a land mobile radio system. System allowing short distance person to person bidirectional voice communication between individuals. So these are basically used for amateur radio and CB radio. Sky waves or ionospheric waves. Upper portion, distance between these two, I've told you that ionosphere is primarily contains the ions in it. So that's why gases words has been written. Gases gets ionized by observing large quantity of radiation and form different layers. There is a different layers I will show you in the upcoming sections. Ionization increases with altitude. So whenever the height is more, it will have more ions in it. More ionization is there. Amount of ionization depends upon the rate of formation of ions. So obviously, ionization means how many ions you have. Ions are combining with it. Atmospheric pressure is very large here because it is a very high. Height is comparatively very high, so that's why atmospheric pressure will be very large. So where the atmospheric pressure will be low, the recombination of the ions will be very small. Line of sight means no contour, direct state communication. Transmit antenna, receiving antenna. If it is in the form of contour, it will become ground wave propagation. Line of sight means we can directly watch with each other. Satellite communication signal above 30 megahertz not reflected by ionizer. So there isn't a problem in the ionosphere. If signal is above 30 megahertz, it is not being reflected. Ground communication, effective line of sight due to refraction. Bending of microwaves by atmosphere. Refraction means bending of microwaves by atmosphere. So its parameters are concerned, which is dependent, which is a function of the density. Density of what? From where the waves are traveling. So waves are traveling through the medium. So this is also a clear phenomena. If the medium is got changed, so speed of the signal will also get changed. So because in air signal has different speed, in water signal has different speed. Wave bends at the boundary between mediums. Ground to water, there would be a boundary in between ground. One is a ground and another is a water. Let us say sea and ground. In sea, submarines are there. So signals is being sent to them. So waves normally bends at the boundary of the medium. Optical line of sight, distance if you want to compute, this is the formula. H is the antenna height. Distance between this, K is adjustment factor. Normally we take 4/3. If you want to compute the maximum distance between two antennas, this formula you should have to use. Space propagation. Lower 20 km of the atmosphere and are composed of direct and reflected waves. It has very high frequency, basically as space waves, ability to propagate through atmosphere. So reflecting signal can travel either directly or reflection may take place. So that's why it is also said to be tropospherical propagation. Space wave is tropospherical propagation. So there is a bands used for very high frequency, ultra high frequency. Space wave propagation is normally just like of line of sight propagation. If you want to see skyway propagation, this is the communicating satellite. Transmitting, this is receiving. Signal is directly transmitted to satellite. And satellite is, because here medium is free space, then satellite, then free space. Signal is received by the satellite and then it is sent back to the receiving antenna. Here you can see that ionosphere. Signal is sent to the ionospheric region and it is sent back. Shorter distance, ground wave. And from this plane to antenna, that is, you can visualize this plane to antenna. This is line of sight. So, is this clear to every student? Or the propagation, what we have discussed, how it is being made? Yes, students? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
यहाँ तक समझ में आ गया बच्चों?
Yes, sir.
Normally, space wave follows two distant paths from transmitting antenna to receiving antenna, one through air directly to the receiving antenna, other reflected from the ground. I have already told you that in the space wave, either direct means transmitter to receiver, or one way is you can send directly, another way is through reflection. So receiving antenna must be located within the radio ray horizon of the transmitting antenna. So that signal has to be reached to it in the efficient way with less attenuation. There is a small attenuation is perceived in the space waves because of ground, due to which signal may get weak or leads to the fading. Path, I told you the direct path, or it is through ground reflected path. If it is reflected, if there is any, they will become out of phase. So maximum chances is they will cancel out each other and signal may get distorted. So this is the reason fading is occurs while there is a reflection, some phase is there, phase difference is there, it may get cancel the effects or it may get weaker the effects of each other. This is weak signal. Tropospheric region, I told you that 16 kilometer above this, that propagates transmitted to the receiver in the Earth's atmosphere is troposphere. Whatever the effects, I have discussed it with you. We will discuss it in the detail. So till here, any student has any query, feel free to ask. Students, if you have any query, feel free to ask. Students, am I audible? Gurneek Singh. Gurneek Singh?
Yes, sir.
हाँ जी बेटा, कोई क्वेरी है आपकी?
No, sir. All clear, sir.
समझ में आ गया कंसेप्ट समझ में आ गया?
Yes, sir.
So any other student has any query? बेटा बोल दो yes or no में.
No, sir.
No,
Clear,
sir.
That's great. So today there is a poll session. Right now there is a first poll question of the day. Here is on your screen. Kindly answer it within the stipulated period of time. Your time starts now. Okay, students, I'm going to end this poll now. Thank you. So right answer is a flat metallic surface of the right size. Most of you have given the right answer. The next poll question is here on your screen. Kindly answer it within stipulated period of time. Your time starts now. Students, answer it quickly. I'm going to end this poll within 5 seconds. Okay. Thank you. So right answer is space wave. Most of you have given the right answer. The next poll question is here on your screen. Kindly answer it quickly. Student, answer it quickly. I will end this poll within 10 seconds. Answer it quickly. Only 5 seconds to go. So I'm going to end this poll now. Thank you. So right answer is reflection or scattering. Most of you have given the right answer. Next poll question. Is here on your screen. Your time starts now. Students, I will end this poll within 10 seconds. Answer it quickly. Okay, thank you. So right answer is skywave propagation. All of you have given the right answer. Last poll question of the day is here on your screen. Your time starts now. Answer it quickly. Students, hurry up. I will end this poll within 10 seconds. Okay, students, I'm going to end this poll now. Its right answer is all of the above. So I told you that curvature of the earth, magnetic field of the earth, roughness of the earth, all plays important role in the traveling of the EM waves. They affect the EM waves due to which signal may get faded. So I believe all of you have understood the concept today. I will share this PPT with you. If any student has any query related to it,
No,
okay, student.
sir.
Students, you have to submit the second assignment, and I guess could you submit it on coming Monday?
Okay, sir.
Pass this message to everyone. You have to submit those who are not present right now. They have to submit their second assignment on coming Monday, and treat
Okay,
it
sir.
as important because last time you hadn't submitted well in time. So pass this message, Simran, to everyone. They should have
Okay,
to
sir.
submit your assignment in the coming Monday, right?
Okay.
I'm
Yes, sir.
going to end this meet now, and I will share the PPT in your group. And for your queries, feel free to call me or message me anytime. Thank you, dear students. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.